By the way, that 69 Trans Am convertible, 10 cars away. As we look down the staging lane, much more to get to before it. Big cars on the way. Stick around. That monumental collection is just a couple lots away. There is F100, the 71 Hemi Cuda, and you're going to be giving us some expert commentary and insight on these cars.
Well, I know a few of these cars.
I'm sure you do.
It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to being here and talking with everyone.
$1,000 the bid goes on. When we come back, some good ones on the way. A 1969 Olds 442. It's a Hurst Olds replica. Follow it up with a 71 Chevelle Super Sport, an LS5 under the hood. 63 split window coupe on the way as well, selling at no reserve. Number of cars still waiting to enter the building here in the 303 Premium Car Care staging lane. We roll on with our coverage on NBC-SN. Speaking of 303 and their companion product Sta-bil, let's go to Bill Stevens right now for this installment of the Sta-bil Performance Tip. Bill?
Yeah, Scott, I'm with Bob Cleveland. He's the Sta-bil engine answer man, and we're standing next to this Hemi Cuda coupe that earlier today sold for close to $1 million. And Bob, I have a feeling this is an unrestored car, may be driven by the new owner, and I don't think he's going to trust anybody else to change the oil. Sta-bil has a new product that I think he should know about.
You know, here at Sta-bil, we're just a big, passionate family about taking care of our car. We love our cars. So not only are we taking care of our fuel system with our 360 Sta-bil fuel stabilizer, but we're going to take care of the inside of your block with our Sta-bil 360 oil stabilizer. The 360 means we got a VCI protection, which creates a vapor above the fuel line to protect from any corrosion above your oil line, your oil line, and it's also gonna stick to your bearings to prevent dry starts. So all these guys with these older cars where it sits for a long period of time, they don't have to worry about dry starts, and they're gonna prevent corrosion all through your engine block.
They change the oil as they normally do, but they replace 1 quart of the oil with this Sta-bil here.
20% of the oil. So if they've got a 5-quart system, they just replace a quart of oil with this, and they're good for that whole period of time.
Good deal. Thanks a lot, Bob.
And thank you, Bill. That is our Sta-bil Performance Tip. We're glad to have Sta-bil and the guys from 303 on board as well, with Mecum as long-term sponsors. Charger equipped there. Also some terrific money possibly with the 85 911 Carrera Targa. Much more as we turn around and look down the other end of the 303 staging lane.
Scott, do you hear that?
Oh yeah,
that's right. They've got the 962 running. There is a huge crowd of people around it. I don't know if you've ever been to a symphony, but this is better than any symphony I've ever been to.
Well, that is pretty cool. And that race, that Daytona 24 hours winning car is headed to the block a little bit later on. And after the timeout, let's give you an idea of what we're going to see in the 303 staging lane. 1957 3100 pickup is back in there, a DeSoto Fireflight, a Galaxy 500 as well. Right now, we're going to go over to the 303 Premium Car Care staging lane and check in with Rutledge Wood.
Thank you, Scott. We have seen a train of great Mopars coming through Mecum, Kissimmee this week. How about this Panther Pink 1970 Charger 104? It's a 383 car with the 4-speed. I've never seen one before with the Panther Pink, and you guys know I got 3 daughters at home. I think if they could pick a color, this would be it. Great stance to this one. Beautiful car coming up here shortly.
Thanks, Rut. Yeah, very cool. And it is almost all the way inside the building, I think. And in fact, it's even rare beyond rare because it's one of 13 sold new at Fred Gibbs Chevrolet, and that adds to the historical value of this car. Rutledge Wood is over there in the main or in our 303 staging lane with this car now, right?
That's right, Scott. This car is attracting tons of attention over here. Everybody loving the Hugger Orange. And like you said, one of those last cars that still has the all-aluminum 427. Beautifully restored car with the matching wheels. We're going to see what this bad boy is going to bring coming up here later, Scott.
Lots of zeros going to be on the tote board when we ring it up a little bit later on, and we'll see if it goes to a new owner. And we will get set to take a break here. When we return, a trio of awesome machines. A 63 split window coupe resto mod, a Buick Super from 1954, and a 65 Shelby Cobra 427 SC. Have some historic muscle race car coming up when we return to Kissimmee after a quick timeout. Stick around. The Porsche 962 on the way. 67 Ferrari will cross the auction block. It's in the 303 staging lane now on the red carpet in a few minutes. And we will come back, talk about big money on a Porsche. My goodness. Where do you see this 05 Carrera GT? The first of 5 high-end Ferraris coming up. That 2013 458 Challenge Racer, a 71 Chevelle sandwiched in between that, and a 74 Dino 246 GTS coming up. How about this Ferrari from 1986, the Testarossa, followed by a 1968 Chevy pickup with a 396 big block under the hood. Back once again in Kissimmee. A little while ago, we had a chance to meet some of the folks from Sta-bil Performance and 303 Premium Car Care Products. Right now, let's go to Stephen Cox for this installment of the Sta-bil Performance Tip. Stephen?
Well, coming up this weekend is lot F-159. It's a 1969 Ford Boss 429 Fastback in this beautiful red. And how do you keep these cars clean and get them all shined up at the last minute? Let me show you what the Mecum crews use, okay? If you see the guys with the gloves on right before a car goes up on the block and they're just hurrying like crazy to get it completely wiped down at the very last second, this is what they use. It's 303 Speed Detailer, and the reason this is used is twofold. First of all, because this offers UV protection, and we do have sunshine coming out here, and sunshine will indeed damage your car's paint job. And secondly, because it's so fast. This is what separates Speed Detailer from a standard wax. The idea with the wax is you put it on and then you put it back off. It's time consuming, but it's very thorough. Speed Detailer is the opposite. It is a one-step process that our Mecum crews use to shine up cars like this amazing Boss 429. And that is our performance tip from 303.
Thank you, Stephen Cox. Glad to have Sta-bil and 303 on board with Mecum as long-term sponsors, starting right here in Kissimmee. $30,000 the bid goes on for that pickup, which along with the Ferrari ahead of it, you saw a little while ago in the 303 Premium Car Care staging lane. And we are very pleased to have the Gold Eagle Company and their great products, including 303 and Sta-bil, as brand new Mecum sponsors for 2016 and beyond. And right now we're going to go outside to Bill for more on this sponsorship and the fantastic line of products from Gold Eagle. Bill?
Correct, Scott. This is Bruce Kaufman. He's the PR manager for Gold Eagle. And welcome aboard to the Mecum family. And I know you guys are excited because it's such a great fit for you, isn't it?
It is, Bill. It's so great to be here. We're car guys. We're passionate about the things we love. We love protecting all our equipment, our cars, our boats. And the fit with Mecum is just fabulous. We are super excited.
Now, of course, we're familiar with Sta-bil, the great fuel conditioner, but 303, for people who may not know what that means, what does the 303 brand entail?
303 is a line of premium performance care products for your car, your boat, even your indoor and outdoor furniture and fabrics. It was developed by the military, but now we are taking it on the road. It's now for the automotive group, and it is available everywhere. It's awesome.
Well, on behalf of everybody here, welcome to the Mecum family. Bruce, I'm going to head back inside. Thanks a lot.
Wait, Sta-bil.
What'd you say?
Sta-bil.
Bruce, I'll handle the jokes, okay?
Oh, wow.
All right.
I did not see that coming. I should have.
Bruce on the streets with a microphone. You're just asking for trouble.
Oh, and you'll see 303 premium car care products and their signage all over the place. Great stuff, and we're very happy to have them with us for quite a while here. 2016 and then some. 62 Plymouth Fury convertible as we get back to the auction. Scott Hoke with John Craman, Bill Stevens, Stephen Cox, Rutledge Wood. Get a look at the crowd that is surrounding the cars as they enter the red carpet area. That's part of the 303 Premium Car Care staging lane. And here comes the Judge, one of your top of the show cars. It's a 1970 GTO Judge. Beautiful view outside of some of the 11 acres of tents, of storage tents that we have here at Kissimmee and Osceola Heritage Park. And somewhere out there, Stephen Cox is standing by now with this installment of our Sta-bil Performance Tip. Stephen?
Scott, whether you love it or whether you hate it makes no difference. Ethanol is here to stay. So the trick is to protect your classic car from it. Now, the first step is to learn what it does. Let's take a look at the inside of this cutaway carburetor. You see all that corrosion in there? Here's what happens. The ethanol attracts water. The water makes this corrosion occur inside not just the carburation, but take a look at this all through your fuel lines, all through everything back to and including the gas tank itself. So if you don't want this, you need this. All right, class, let's do it again. If you don't want this, you need this, because your friends at Sta-bil care about your car just the same way you do, all right? That's our Sta-bil Performance Tip.
Okay, Stephen, thank you very much. Great stuff, and we're certainly glad to have Sta-bil on board with Mecum, starting here in 2016 as a long-term sponsor.